Hello, chismosas y chismosos, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. I'm Audrey, a former paralegal, current stay-at-home mom, lifelong lover of true crime. The cases I cover are wild, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. With all that being said, grab your hot Cheetos and let's get started on today's case. I previously talked about the Shirley Pratt case, and like I said, surprisingly, her murderer wasn't his first and only unaliving. Marvin Markle Jr., aka Ziggy, was long ago a suspect for the murder of Deanna Lynn Johnson of Vacaville, California. In attendance at the trial of Shirley Pratt were Vacaville authorities because in 1982, Deanna Lynn Johnson was only 14 years old when she was murdered in Vacaville, California. It would take 43 years for her case to see justice. It was not until May of this year that her case saw justice. Deanna was only 14 years old. She weighed 97 pounds, was 5'1", and Deanna had plans to go to college after high school to pursue social work. She was only in the 9th grade at Will C. Wood Junior High School in Vacaville. Kathy Martinez, a former classmate, told reporters that the killing, quote, shocked the community. It was so cold, unquote, and that before Deanna's murder, she thought she lived in a safe community and that this has, quote, changed the way we live, unquote. In 1982, Marvin Markle Jr., aka Ziggy, was 17 years old. On November 15th of 1982, Deanna walked to a party just a few blocks away from her home. She lived on Royal Oaks Drive with her family, and when she failed to come home after the party, they immediately reported her missing to police. Ziggy was also at the party and saw Deanna there and asked her to come with him on a stroll down the railroad tracks, and that's where he killed her. After he strangled her to death, he grabbed a large concrete block and smashed her face beyond recognition. Ziggy has an extensive criminal record. In 1984, he stalked a woman so badly that she had to file charges. In 2000, he threatened to terrorize another woman. In 2001, he killed Shirley Pratt in Butte County. But we know now that beyond a shadow of a doubt that she was not his first and only kill. These types of monsters have many victims. A lot of them are too afraid to come forward, and I do not blame them. We know what he is capable of, especially since it took so long for justice to be served, and he was running free all those years. On the morning of November 16th of 1982, a railroad worker would come across a revelation that the Solano County District Attorney's Office described as the case that rocked the very fabric of Vacaville in the 1980s. The railroad tracks where she was murdered were so close to her house that you could see the tracks from her family home. People quickly started to suspect a then 17-year-old Marvin Ray Markle Jr., aka Ziggy. Will C. Wood High School students described him as a bully, and his violent traits only got worse over time. Ziggy was a known meth user. Deanna's friend Mary Borchers said that Ziggy went after her several times, telling her that she would never get him, and then had the audacity to spit on her. The case went cold for nearly 3 decades, yet homicide detectives never gave up, and they spent thousands of hours trying to bring her killer justice. Their hard work paid off. On the 28th anniversary of her brutal murder, the Attorney General put up a $50,000 reward for information leading to the suspect's arrest. Those lucky to have known Deanna describe her as outgoing and always smiling. In 2001, he was the suspect for the murder of 41-year-old Shirley Ann Pratt and in Butte County, and it wasn't until 2014 that he was found guilty of first-degree murder. For this offense, he was serving out a life sentence at Kern Valley State Prison. When Vacaville detectives heard about the Butte County trial for the murder of Shirley Ann Pratt, they were in attendance.